Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF video. Today I'll be looking at the Inwin S-Frame Gold Edition. Now we've had this for a little while, but we've started to be doing a few quick look videos. You may have noticed we've done the recently done the Inwin 909, the Inwin 805, and I've actually had the Gold S-Frame for a few months now. You may have noticed we did a promo video with this, including the Asus the 20th anniversary Gold GTX 980, but we thought we'd actually give you a rundown on this case. Now we've had a lot of people asking, like, what is this case? I've never seen it before. How does it even work? How does it function? First off, I'll say this case isn't for everybody. One, it does have a fairly high price tag. We're looking at about 800 Australian dollars. So we need to sort of work out now, what is that going to get you for your money in terms of what can I put in it? To put that straightforward, you're not going to be able to fit a lot in this. It comes preset for what you need, so it doesn't have like hot swap bays, things like that, modular water cooling. It's pretty much as you see is what you get. Now what you are paying for, you're paying for the quality and the material used. Now you've got an aluminium frame. Well, it's actually one piece of aluminium that's been bent, I think it's 14 times. So if you have a look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to 14 times this has been bent, and apparently I've been told it's been bent by hand. They don't use machinery to bend it. So yeah, it's one piece of aluminium. I would probably say that is a couple of millimeters thick. It's really thick and really sturdy. So that's the main frame. Then inside you've just got a few little things you can take out, like the hard drive plates to install the hard drives, and then you slide them back in. So I'll take this side panel off so it's not reflecting everything. So the front and the back side panels are completely tempered glass, just like a lot of more recent Inwin things that have been coming out. So what I'll do is I'll pop this off if I can. It actually is a bit tight on the side panel because it's actually holding a bit of the tension. You can see it just slightly flexes it out a bit. All right, now first thing you'll notice is it does attract not really finger marks, but light little, because this is sort of matte black, you get a lot of those little white marks on it, but they can just come straight off. So that's it there. Now it supports up to all your motherboard sizes. I've even had a dual workstation board in it. It does fit that. It doesn't fully support it. Some of the screw holes don't line up, but it will support your EATX, ATX, MITX, and MATX. Hard drive support, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 4 hard drives, either 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch for your SSDs. Now these do slide out. They need to slide out because without sliding them out, you can't really get your screwdriver in. Now these slide out. Now these themselves, I would say, are probably, gosh, a couple 100 grams. This is really solid aluminium, and it's really nicely machined and done. So you get 4 of those for your hard drives. Now, as in fan and water cooling support, what you see down here is what you get. So this down the bottom is 3 120mm fan holes, and thus that'll support a radiator or 3 fans. So I tend to do the build using 1 radiator like that, and it'll support up to roughly 60mm radiator. You might be able to fit slightly higher, it just depends how far your video cards will come down. I've worked out that a standard GTX 980 will fit in this case with your standard 25mm fans on top of this radiator, and that's how that is done. So when you're looking at cooling performance, you're going to need a good radiator if you plan to run 2 video cards, a CPU, or maybe 3 video cards. If you're in a hot environment, you're going to be slightly stretching it, unless you want to do some serious modding and put like radiators on the back, or try and put radiators somewhere else. But I guess with this case, you're really just buying it for the elegance. I'm not going to do too much modding to it. I really don't want to sort of cut into this, drill any holes. I will be doing a lot of tubes running this way, and I'll be able to use these rather large holes here for the hard drives. I'll be taking all these out, and I'll be putting pass-through fittings through here, so I won't actually be drilling into the case because it's just such a nice quality. I don't really want to touch it. Right, so moving on to some of the other features. It might be a little bit blurry as we sort of change the focal length. But what we have on the front, we have or on the side on the front, we have your power button. You have your reset button, which is slightly recessed. I'm pretty sure that's a power, reset button. It kind of looked like a LED or something. But no, that's your reset button. You have 4 USB 3, and then we have your audio jacks, your microphone, your headphones, and then we have your power LED. And moving on to the front, so you probably notice everything else is one side of this aluminium is all matte. So you got matte, 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 but then on the inside of this is all brushed aluminium. So once it folds, the inside fold this way is all brushed, and when you come around to the back, the brush comes out onto the front. So you can get to see you got this really nice black brush. It's kind of like a black silver brushed aluminium. As you can see, it's really nicely done, and then you've got the Inwin logo there. And as I said before, this is the gold edition. This is slightly more of a limited edition. They did bring them out in, I think it was red was the normal one, but yeah, this is the gold one. And then moving on, we've got your power supplies tucked down in here, so you're not limited by length really, because you can just run all the way down here, and then all your cables pop out here, and then you can slide it round to the back. Now this is where you can see the brushed aluminium here, on here, really nice. And now this is sort of where your cable management goes, and this is where I've already taken the rear side panel off just to make it a bit easier. And then, so these are tinted side panels, so you don't really see too much inside them unless you've got some lights or whatnot, you'll start seeing through. All right, so apart from that, we've got our standard cables. Inwin are really good with sleeving them. They sleeve them all bar the USB 3 internal headers. There's no need to. So we've got the two USB 3 internal headers, and then your other standard front panel connectors. Right, so the build, I'm going to be doing this, as you can probably imagine, pardon me, I will be going with an all gold theme. So I've got an Asus Z97 Deluxe 3.1 USB edition, which is a lot of gold on it. I've got some gold Bits Power blocks with the back plates. I've got this really awesome gold Bits Power CPU block, which will go really nicely. And then I've got a heap of gold fittings to go in this build, and then all the tubes will be running this way. So it's certainly going to be a nice showcase build. We will be having this at some events to show it off. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then on the bottom, it's just got these really nice rubber feet to go on there. But as you can imagine, if you had like a nice desk setup, if you had this like mounted on a large desk, it just really nicely shows off your hardware. Like, you're probably not going to buy this case and just buy the minimum on hardware. You're really going to go out all out and sort of build up an awesome looking system for this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to give you a quick rundown. This isn't a review. I literally haven't even built a system in this, so I haven't really tested it, but I will be doing more videos along the way with the build log I do, and I'll do a final build video once the whole system is up, and you can see how it all went together, and if I had any issues with the case. So I just want to thank Inwin for sending this out for this video and for the build, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next time.